Hello, everyone. I just wanted to recommend a new game that I've been playing for about a month now. It's called Grand War, and I'm playing it on my phone, which is kind of weird because I'm pretty new to mobile games. I know everybody's been playing them for a long time, but I've only been playing games on my phone for about 6 months now, and I've had a pretty good experience with them. I've been playing some fun games like Retro Bowl and prize fighters, and they're very fun. I mean, a lot more fun than most AAA games, I have to say, nowadays. And I'm not even sure how I found this game. It's not like I was looking up Napoleonic War games on my phone, but yeah, I found this back in December and have been hooked on it ever since. It's pretty fun. It's a old school turn-based strategy game. I guess in the hexagonal kind of variety of strategy games, kind of like those old school Civil War Generals games. And the graphics are pretty good and the gameplay is fun. I mean, I really enjoy it. You get to play as Napoleon's armies across Europe, fighting his famous battles like Austerlitz and Friedland, Borodino, Wagram, all these famous battles from the Napoleonic age. And uniquely, you could play as the European powers, but not against Napoleon, which is pretty interesting. Basically, you can play another campaign where you get to reenact some of the famous battles throughout European history of the time, basically the 18th and I don't really remember there being a battle from the 19th century, but definitely 18th century, like Blenheim and Waschbach and all these famous battles. Basically, one battle you get to play as the British, another one you get to play as the Prussians. So basically, instead of being Napoleon, you are the Duke of Marlborough and Frederick the Great and all that. So it's pretty cool. And in the game, you can upgrade your soldiers. Yeah, basically, you have like these elite soldiers that you can buy with medals, kind of way for the game makers to make money. Oddly enough, though, I did not have to spend any money on this game. It just took a lot longer upgrading things and stuff. But I mean, figured if the game was free, I better keep it that way. And I was tempted, though. I have to admit, I was very tempted to buy the old guard unit, but that cost, I think, $12. So I was like, no. I really wanted to, though. But yeah, anyway, you use gold to upgrade your units, and you can also use metals to unlock units, upgrade your generals, and do all that kind of stuff. And it's very important, definitely very important to do. It takes a while for the upgrades to really start to become apparent on the battlefield. Like they just had a new battle be released a couple of days ago, and now I'm able to see, oh yeah, my infantry is way better than their infantry, and my artillery is way better than theirs, and my cavalry is better. So it's finally starting to show results because this game gets very, very difficult. The first 10 battles are pretty straightforward, like I really didn't have any problem with them. But then once you get into the more difficult battles, like Wagram took me forever to do. I shit you not, Borodino, I was stuck in that battle for, I think, about 10 days. Yeah, I had to upgrade my artillery and figure out a cohesive strategy. I even went on YouTube to see how some other guys did it, and that wasn't really working for me. So I basically just had to figure it out, make it work. Because basically, eventually, you are going to be super outnumbered. Like at Wagram and Borodino, you're going to be outnumbered 2, 3 to 1. And you also have a time crunch in every battle. Like I think most battles have 20 turns, and then some have 25, and then if you're lucky, you have 30 turns. So that doesn't leave you a lot of time because on most battles, you have to destroy all the enemy troops and you have to take all of their buildings and bases and everything. So it gets a little tricky. Like Borodino was a nightmare for me trying to finish that one off. And yeah, they just get really tricky. So definitely upgrade your elite soldiers. I would say definitely if you're going to buy some units, definitely buy the howitzers. They're basically one-shot kill units. So when you get those, just upgrade them, keep them alive, and just be fast, and know what you're doing in each battle. And it's just a fun game. I mean, I really enjoyed it. And the cool thing is it's still ongoing. Like, I beat all the battles for the European campaign and I beat all the Napoleonic battles, but like I said, they keep releasing new battles. Like the one they just released a few days ago was the Battle of Aspern-Easling. And I was kind of nervous about that one. I was like, oh, fuck, because this was actually a battle that Napoleon lost. But it was actually pretty fun. Unlike Borodino and Wagram, it was actually a pretty straightforward fight. You know, you weren't really outnumbered. So that's why I was actually able to see, oh, my units pound for pound are better than theirs. And I was actually able to beat the battle without bringing my elite troops, and I did it my first try. So it was actually pretty fun. Though I have to admit, I was lucky that the Austrians didn't send flaming debris down the Danube to take out my river crossings like they did in real life to Napoleon. So I was pretty lucky in that regard. But yeah, and I can't wait to see what other battles they're going to release because this game is still going, it's still alive, and I guess every month or so they're going to release a new battle for the game. So definitely check it out. It's free on the App Store and just yeah, I think if you love Napoleonic Warfare, if you like strategy games, I think you will definitely like this game.